This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home, and what makes it interesting isn't just the layout, but just how well it works for real life. Let me go ahead and show you what this can look like for you. Welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here, a warm welcome to you. I'm Wendy Quinones, your host and dedicated real estate advisor, bringing you the best deal here in Florida. And if this is something of interest to you, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. Today we find ourselves in St. Cloud, Florida, in MI Homes Bay Lake community, an amazing community with a great quality build, great floor plans, amazing finishes, and amazing incentives. Now, for those of you who do not know where we are as far as St. Cloud goes, we are just minutes away from Lake Nona, Florida, only half an hour from Orlando International Airport, downtown Orlando, and there's so much growth coming to this area, but there's also a lot that you can do in this area. You can go fishing, you can go kayaking, you can go four-wheeling, you can explore nature, you can go to a lot of restaurants. You're not too far from Lake Nona, so there's a lot that you can do there. It's just such a great area and an up-and-coming area. Now, what we're gonna see is a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home, a little over 2,100 square feet, again with amazing incentives and amazing finishes, and this layout is absolutely amazing. It just makes sense. The home is of concrete block construction, public water, public sewer, irrigation system included with the home, and so much space, so much tranquility. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and start the tour. All right, upon entry, you're gonna notice that we have a really wide foyer area. That's one of the first things you notice. 9'4" ceilings. You also have this door that's bringing in some lighting so that you don't have this dark foyer area. You're gonna have these ceramic tile flooring throughout the home, minus the bedrooms. And again, this is a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home. So you're gonna first have to the left the first bedroom and the first bathroom. So let's go ahead and just kind of walk through this little hallway here. So first thing you're gonna notice is this door, which is gonna have a linen closet. And then behind me, we are gonna have the first bathroom. So technically this person in this bedroom has their own little privacy. You're gonna have this long foyer area, open space here, but then you have your under-mounted sink with the quartz countertop and then the white cabinets in this case. Large mirror. If that's not your style, go ahead and change it out afterwards, save yourself some money. And then you're gonna have the shower tub combination with the tiles actually going all the way to the top. And then you also have that window bringing in the natural light. I know you guys love the bathrooms that have the windows, so you're gonna go ahead and have that in this floor plan. Continuing on, we're gonna have another linen closet here. So this one could be for coats or sheets, and this one could be for like towels or a space for the person who has this room to organize and have additional storage. Now, stepping into the first bedroom, we are going to have carpet. As I stated before, in this case, you get a really large window facing the front of the home. You have your connections here if you want to go ahead and add a TV. And then we are going to have a pretty decent sized closet space. Can't touch either side. It does have the bifold doors that are going to be coming in. They're just not installed yet, but it is a nice layout as far as the privacy. So if you have maybe somebody that's in school or a child, they'll have their section. If you have family living with you, your grandparents, your mother, they also can have their space. So this kind of just gives that person their own privacy, and it makes sense that every bedroom has a bathroom. Continuing on through the foyer area, we do have this nice den space here. Turn it into a prayer room, an office space. If you have both an individual working from home, each of you guys can kind of like set your desk off to the side. You can make a dance studio, you can make a prayer room, yoga, so much that you could do in this flex space. And you do have this large windows, actually 2 windows close together. So it's a large window, but you have that space. And if you decide in the future, maybe you want to put a door, you can go ahead and do that. We're gonna go ahead and continue across where first we're gonna have our AC handler. To the right, we are going to have the laundry room, and it actually is a pretty decent space. So this is where your washer and dryer would go. You have your standard shelves, and then here you have the sink already set up for you with a little bit more counter space, and you have the dressers on the side. In this case, we do have a 2-car garage, and this is where that entrance would be. And then when you get to the end of this hallway, so we're gonna walk back out, we're gonna walk into the second bedroom, which has its own bathroom. So first, let's start out with the bathroom. In this case, again, it has the same continued finishes for the cabinets and countertops as we did the first bathroom. So you'll see we have the white and we have undermount sink with the quartz countertop, and then we do have a standing shower in this case. And what I do like about it is if you do have somebody that stays with you that needs, you know, has a wheelchair or whatever, you do have a step down versus you having to step up, which is a lot better for them. You can put like a handle or something to help them get in, but that's already something that's set up for you. You don't have to go ahead and do that later on. The door is frameless and the tiles do go all the way up to. Now in this case, this is second bedroom. Put the bed over to this side. You do have the connections for a TV if you choose to do so. And then we do have the standard closet space over here. The rooms do come with the pre-wire typically. So if you're somebody who prefers to have a fan in your bedroom, you can go ahead and set that up. Now we're gonna step back out into the foyer area, continuing on where we're finally gonna see our social area. So it ends right here. And to my left, we do have the kitchen space. So in this case, of course, we're gonna have our coffee station here, storage space. There's a lot of cabinets in this kitchen. They are 42-inch cabinets and you do have the crown molding, so that's an extra plus. The appliances with move-in ready homes are all included, including washer and dryer, so you will get that with this home. Just right now, the refrigerator is just not here. You're gonna have the pantry space, pretty decent space on top of all the cabinets that you have. In this case, we're gonna have a regular stove. You're gonna have the microwave with the vent to take everything out through the roof. And then in this case, you guys, I actually really like the sink that it comes with. It's kind of like your farmhouse thing. You have the rack here, and then you have, like, if you want to put stuff here to dry, you have enough space because it does have a really small division, but it is still your deep sink. And then you do have cabinets and drawers. Over here, you're going to have your trash bin. So that's another added bonus, something else that we also love. And then your island is still pretty decent. You can put 2 or 3 seats over to this side and you still have your quartz countertop. And then stepping over, this is where our dining table could go. If this is of your preference, I know many people don't like to have dining tables, but if you wanted to put a rectangular one, you can. An extendable one would fit because you do have all this extra space to where it could fit when you have your family get-togethers. And then we're finally stepping into that great room. Perfect size, perfect layout for you to go ahead and put whatever size couch or sectional that you would like. If you're somebody who likes like the L-shaped, you can do that either which way. If you like your sofa and your love seat, you can do that with like maybe some additional chairs here. But we always have to have room for that large TV. You're already gonna have the hookups if you choose to mount it up. If you want like a projector, you can get whatever size. This is a dedicated wall space. Maybe you can build like an entertainment area, but that's one thing that I love about this. And then you'll have these 3 large windows facing the back of the home, bringing in that natural light while you're sitting here enjoying your weekend and just relaxing after a long, stressful week. Stepping into the primary bedroom. Again, we're continuing on with the large window. That's probably one of my favorite things about this home and this builder in general. You're gonna have a lot of natural light in basically all of their floor plans. They do have different floor plans, but as far as this one goes, you're gonna have this, there are 2 large windows put together, making a one big window. A large sized bedroom, king size bed will fit in here with no problem. You are going to have the tray ceilings. Remember that this home is move-in ready, so as you see it is as it's gonna go if this is one of the homes that you would like to come and explore. And then finally stepping into the primary bathroom, you guys, I think this has to be one of my tops. So I'm gonna go ahead and check a box for you guys and for me. But you're gonna have this large vanity, drawers in the middle, extra space here. The undermounted sinks are already done for you. The cabinets are actually pretty big with the size of the vanity, so it makes it a lot longer. This mirror is huge, but if you wanted to go ahead and change it out and do 2 individuals, you can have that. If you and your friends want to get ready here, I'm pretty sure like 3 or 4 of you guys can get ready at the same time. And then over to this side, we have that private toilet. And you guys are gonna absolutely love this part. This walk-in closet is amazing. Not only is the size good, the way that they laid out the shelves, they put shelves on this side, including shelves for your shoes that are kind of like angled. They put shelves where you can put your jeans, and you get this double shelves all throughout the closet. So in my head, it's like dresses over here, jeans over here, my shoes down here, and then I can put like my shirts on top and my pants on the bottom. They did a great job with how they set up this closet, and it's a good size, especially for the square footage of the home. it makes a lot of sense. And then you'll have a linen closet, so you don't have to worry about where your towels will go. And then you guys just take a look at how big this shower is. It is another step-in shower. You do have plenty of space to wash your hair, to shave, do whatever you want without the water touching you. You're also gonna have a storage area for your shampoos. The tiles do go all the way up to the top. And of course, that window that we all love in our bathroom so much, bringing in that lateral light where you can put some privacy. Now, one of the things that I didn't mention, on top of the move-in ready homes, including your washer and dryer and refrigerator, it also comes with the blinds. So that's gonna be something that you don't have to worry about taking care of later on. It's already gonna be done for you. But we'll go ahead and talk more into detail about that, along with the incentives that the builder is offering after we check out the backyard. Let's go ahead and take a look. Of course, we have to have a lanai or a porch in our homes here in Florida, because why would you not? We have to be able to enjoy the beautiful weather that we have here. It is the beginning of the year. We are officially in February, and you guys, there's no snow here. It feels amazing. This weather is beautiful. I want to open up my grill, bring it out, open some chicken, put it on there, some mashed potatoes, and just enjoy my day. But this home is a corner lot. It is a 0.17 acre lot, and you have plenty of space here if you wanted to do a pool. The property line actually ends back here where you see the fence. So just to give you guys an idea, it ends here. So you do have all this space. And again, you are able to put a fence in this community. A lot of the homeowners already have fences installed. So you can probably see it in the drone shots, but you are able to put that fence up and have that privacy. Extend this out if that's something that you are interested in. We also do have bigger lots in this community. So if you want more space than this, that is something that's available for you. But enough about this home and this lot. Let's go ahead and talk about the finances. Thank you for staying around till the end of this home tour. As I said, this home just makes sense when it comes to your day-to-day life. A 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home, 2194 square feet, sitting on a 0.17 acre lot. Large space for what we're getting here in St. Cloud. A lot of different floor plans if you're looking for different options, but nonetheless, this home is sitting at an amazing price of $429,990. The builder is offering us incentives. At the moment, they always change, and I want to make sure that you guys are keep that in mind. The incentives change month to month, but for right now, you can lock in a 4.875, excuse me, for 30 years straight, or you can do what's called a 2.1 or 2-1 buy down, where you're going to have a 2.875 for the first year, a 3.875 for the second year, and a 4.875 from years 3 to 30, saving you a lot of money overall. I'm going to go ahead and include the differences so that you have an idea of what you're saving on a month-to-month basis with the incentives the builders are offering. Now, there is an HOA in the community, and there is no CDD. You're going to have a lot of amenities, which I'm going to list below in the description. Again, it is a move-in ready home, which means it can close anytime from 30 to 60 days, depending on your time frame. But there's a lot of opportunities going on in today's market. And if you're somebody who wants to take advantage of these opportunities, make sure to schedule that free buyer strategy call so that we can sit down and go over everything in your specific situation one-on-one. And that way we can get you into a home and taking advantage of these incentives that builders are offering. Now, with that being said, when you're ready to win in real estate, remember to win with Wendeley.